So we're back on the Chevelle. Now what I'm going to be doing in this video is addressing under the hood. Now we do have it painted on the firewall, and we did choose a gunmetal gray metallic right here. Looking under the hood, you see it, it's all gunmetal gray metallic. It looks real nice. Well, this piece here, this piece goes right here and it holds the radiator in. So I decided to go ahead and shoot that. So that piece right there, that piece is going to be gray to match the firewall. I'm going to shoot the inner sides of the fenders, so when you open the hood, you will actually be able to see that inner panel there. That inner panel at the bottom, it will be gray to match the color of the firewall. So this piece here, which I've already got it in the matching color for the firewall, it might look like it don't match just the way the light hits it. So that right there, I've already shot that. We're going to be shooting the inner fenders gray and these intersection of the fenders gray all at the same time, so we can go ahead and assemble this front end. I will also be shooting the insides of these fenders gray as well. So if you're looking under the hood, you will not be able to see into these inner fenders because there's so much going on. But if it was to shine a light way down in there, you could see that black factory, that EBD or EPD coating, whatnot there. So we'll be shooting the insides of those fenders the same color as well. So everything in here will be gunmetal gray. So everything here will be chrome. So when you look underneath the hood, it should all be, excuse me, it'll all be real nice chrome and gunmetal gray. So let's go over here in the paint booth to see what we're working on in the inner fenders. Okay, now here's the inner fenders. I've been working on them, getting them sanded. I've got this one. I'm going to shoot the inside and the outside gunmetal gray. So when you look on the inside of the fender wells, it will also be gunmetal gray on the inside of the wheel. So I'm going to be hanging these up, getting these shot. So tomorrow, these should be dry by tomorrow, and I can start assembling this front end and getting it into place. Okay, I know it's a little loud in here, but I can show you a little bit about what we've done here. I've got some base on the fenders. That's the gunmetal color. It's on the firewall. Now I can show you exactly what I meant by those, the exterior fenders on the inside of the hood. Now this is exactly what I meant on the inside here. If you look over here, all this will be showing to match with the firewall. And of course the lip of the fender will be painted to match the car. And I've dusted some paint back up in here just so that it would match. Still got to go over it some more, but you can see, you know, I've just dusted it on there. But that's what I meant by shooting that inner gray. Because if you shoot the color of the car in onto this, it's not going to look right if the firewall is gray and this is green. So this right here will tie in with the intersection of the jamb, and then it'll go green on the inside of the, inside here of the hood edge and on the top of the fender. Now it's time to put some clear coat on it, and then we'll go ahead and we'll see this sucker whenever it's daylight, because right now it's like, I don't know, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully these right here will be sitting in here, they'll be drying, and in the morning we can see them out in the sunlight, see how they look. Okay, here we are in the booth. You can see they're all done. Looking good, looking good. There's the inside as well. Go over here to this one. That's the inner side. That'll be what you see under the hood. This is a factory dimple. It's not a dent. It's made like that. I thought it was a dent too, so I had to look it up. But it's not. And then going over here, you have that section there, the fender. Okay, so I got that done. Liners there, inner fenders, the top part, the section goes up by the radiator. The core support has been powder coated black. So now it's pretty much time I'm gonna get basically get it all put together. Gotta get the inner fenders just set into place, put a cloth over the wheel, set them into place, get the fenders set in. I'll go ahead and put all the hardware bolts in the inner fenders so I can get these in the fenders permanently, and I can jam out the fenders, tape everything up, jam them out once everything's ready to rock. But I can pretty much get that on permanently and knock it out. Okay, here we have the fender. Now you're thinking, okay, well it's just hanging down too low. No big deal. Okay, well this is how low it's hanging here. It is mounted right here at the top, mounted right there at the firewall, and down here at the bottom. It's all the way up against the bottom of this plate. And somebody has made that plate right there, and they've made it 1 inch too long. So it's actually forcing the fender down. But now looking at the gap, right here, it's a hard edge instead of a smooth line there and there. You can see it there, down here. But looking at it this way, you'll see, okay, looking that right there in, it bows out right here. And that sucker is not going in worth crap. So the fenders do not fit the car worth crap. So got to do some regrouping on that. Did some work on this right here to get this lined up pretty close to where the fenders need to be. Been working under here on the brake lines, and they're just kind of sitting in place right now. But I bent all the brake lines to fit a certain way underneath there. So got that squared away. Of course, core support is bolted on the car. I wanted to get it on, and it's actually pushed as far over as I could get it. The car body is there, it cannot be moved. It can't be moved left, right, front, back, nowhere. That's the only position that the body can sit in. There's no adjustment on this body where the floor pan was not correctly put in. Not by me, by whoever done the floor pan, I don't know. But fender does not line up at all. Made in Taiwan, they do not fit. Okay, here's the rear section cut out. It had a lot of silicone all over the back. It had all this crap right here, and it wasn't welded any throughout the center. Just the sides over there where it was siliconed in. So none of it's welded. It's actually welded through here. All this right here has got silicone shoved in it and silicone shoved up in here. So now that I got that out, I'm going to try to move the quarters over. Let me shut the trunk lid here. You can see with the trunk lid shut now that it's free, all the way down this right here, got a pretty good gap till you get to the very end. And as you can see, I can push it over to get that gap looking good. So I can get that gap looking good on that side. Now this side right here. All right, let me get the deck lid right level with the quarter. You can see I can push it in and get it pretty close. So just by cutting this piece right here out, it made the quarters move over where they needed to be. And there was a big buckle in it right there. And by releasing it, it's gotten the majority of that buckle out. So that's helped with that buckle. Now, that part. Now let's go to the front and show you that fender. We're gonna work on the best we can. We figure they're junk anyway. We're gonna go ahead, beat on them and bend on them, and we're gonna try to go ahead and get them lined up. So let's see the outcome of that. Okay, so we've been in here working on this thing for about an hour now. Finally got the top of this close. It ain't there yet. This little bracket on the inside is actually not welded very good, but I can push in at the bottom. I've got that gap right there where it needs to be, right almost on the line. And then going all the way up it. It's close. Of course, you can see right there where I made some dents in it. That's where I've been trying to get this right here gapped right because it's sticking out. It's pretty nice here at the bottom. And then as you get up towards the top, it sticks out. So still working on getting this right here pushed further in. I put a jack against the lift and the car to force this fender in. Figure the fender's junk anyway. If I destroy it, I destroy it. But this way, if it works and it fixes it, I can wipe it, the door and the fender with filler to get the gap perfect, and it'll be, less to have to spend money on. But Definitely not perfect, but it's getting closer and closer. That's all we've got today. We've been doing a lot in the shop this weekend, trying to get stuff squared away. Been doing a lot of painting, trying to get this thing sorted out. Was going to work on getting the doors cut, getting them quarters cut like we talked about the last time. But I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and get some paint done because that's got to be done. Get the front end lined up, get the car body mounted pretty much where it needs to be. And that's pretty much where it's going to be. The fenders are junk. They need to be patch panels. Got to get the glass ordered, got to get all the interior ordered, and then hopefully between that time get a fenders. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But until next time, that's going to be it for this Chevelle portion of the build. I'll catch you on the next video.